Hello Newlanders. Now we might be locked down, but we need to have our standards up. And those of you with very long memories, well, those of your grandparents with very long memories, they'll remember the days of the British Empire, that ridiculous thing that covered about a quarter of the world's globe in red. And you'll have those mental images of those soldiers who are about to be overrun by the savages, and yet they were still looking immaculate in those ridiculous red tunics. And that's because they wouldn't let standards slip, even though they were about to be killed. So now, let me show you down here what every man and woman, and by that I mean every student at Newlands, should be able to do. And that is to be able to iron their own shirt. People don't believe me when I say, now if you look down here, people don't believe me when I say that I still iron my own shirts. Well, I'm going to demonstrate that to you right now, because I do. Mainly because I probably don't trust my shirts with anybody else. So if you come in closer, just come in closer and look down here. I always start with the sleeve. Iron's ready, filled with water, steam iron. I've cleaned it, so shouldn't transfer anything nasty onto my shirt. So let's come in close here and have a look at the sleeve. Now I've got the temperature up high here because it's a cotton shirt. Put my crease in here, speeding up here on this arm, and you can see that this doesn't require a lot of work once you've got it in the right position. Turning the sleeve over and just coming in here very close there, we can see that. The iron's working well. Not a lot of creases in this shirt anyway. Right, so here we come to a tricky part, because I wear these double cuffs for these to be using with a nice cufflink. So you've got to line up the holes. This won't need to worry you too much, but girls and boys, you should all be able to do this. I don't want to hear about the maid couldn't iron my shirt today, and oh my God, I'm locked down, the maid's at home, how on earth am I going to do my housework? That's ridiculous and it's pathetic. So you can all do this. So that's one sleeve done. Whipping round to the other side. And don't forget, I'm going to wear 4 or 5 shirts, aren't I, for the week. So I've got 5 shirts to iron on a Saturday or a Sunday morning. It's got to be done every week. No one else is going to do it for me if I don't do it. So there we go. Just coming close again, coming close again. So here you can see on this line here, I'm going to put my crease in because it's nice to have a crease on the sleeve, isn't it? So there we go. And come in close again, and I'll just turn it over. It's got to be done both sides. There we go. Puts in the crease. Spin the iron around there. And the more you practice with this, the easier it will get. Going back in again to fold over the double cuff. Lining up the holes there for my cuff links to go in, which is always nice to wear with a good shirt, isn't it? Right, so here we go. This is a made-to-measure shirt, which actually I've got a good tailor, and he only charges me 3,000 rupees for these. So now we come over to the other side of the shirt. And again, line it up, smooth out the shirt, and particularly this as well. Make sure you smooth that down, because otherwise you'll just have to go over it all again. And this now should become a little bit easier now we've done the sleeves. So we're coming back down to that nice line, and of course, you know that I wear a tie, and you know that I tuck my shirt in. And you're probably saying, well, you know, if he tucks his shirt in and he wears a tie, why does he have to do all of this? And that's because we'll go back to what I said at the beginning of the video, is that, you know, we want to look smart, look good, we feel good. Lining this up properly. Look at the way I'm using the full extent of the ironing board. And just coming in here. Don't need to go all the way up here, because these will drop, any of the creases will drop out. So I'm using the iron, and this iron's a hot iron. So I've got it up onto almost the maximum setting. So there's a good amount of steam on here. If I've got any awkward This is another good tip. Any stubborn, so come in again here, any stubborn creases like this, and you've got your secret weapon at the ready with your spray gun, and you'll see here, a double smash of the steam as well from the iron, and then any awkward creases like that should come straight out. So just the last bit, and I'll show you that again with this spray gun. So here, just come in again on this section. See, they don't really need this, and you know I wear my jackets most of the time, but even so, it doesn't matter. Shirt's got to be ironed properly, and that's the point, is to do it properly, isn't it? So there we go, last part there, lining up the last part, and of course, you know, you don't want to hang about doing this if you've got lots of shirts to do. I can use the gun again, but there aren't too many stubborn creases on here. So you can see now it's all coming together in between the buttons as well, whizzing round. And I'm even going to do this part on the shoulders, so come in again here and you'll see this, because again, you know, we want this all to be nice, we don't want any creases. You know, obviously now it's hot, so I would not be wearing my suit jackets around the school anyway. Not even around our virtual school. So that's that part done. Now the very important part, collar. So come in here, zoom in, and then we can see this here. So first of all, I'm ironing across the back, all the extremity of the collar, and the part that I'm going to fold down, I'm going to iron that as well, because I don't want any creases when I've got my tie on. And now I'm getting the full extent here, so to fold in the crease of the shirt collar here, and I'm going to make a nice crease there in the space that it should be. And that is pretty much it, I think. Always put straight on the hanger. Let's see, we'll turn that around so you can see it there. Straight on the hanger. Remember, you're going to get a lot faster at this, but just to show you that I'm not too proud to iron my own shirts, and neither should you be. And remember, if you do it yourself, you'll do it better than anybody else because you'll take more care over it. Okay, that's it. So just one final thing to say. Remember what I said at the beginning, we might be locked down, but the standards are still up.